Last night, the shade here in the upper right hand corner, right up there, that one fell down, and a little bit of moisture on the insides of the windows and up on the inside of the van. You can see it there in the picture. But overall, I slept until 6 a.m. and went to bed about 11, and turned off my heater, used my candles for a little bit, and got a decent night's sleep. So just gonna head in here this morning to take a shower and get some breakfast and use the restroom and brush my teeth and all that stuff. But last night I should say, was considerably better than the first night. Alright, I got just about everything loaded up out of the van and put into my car back there. My car is kind of packed up to the brim. So yeah, I'm just gonna go home now and reflect on this experience and why I didn't like it that much, but it wasn't perfect. So I'm not saying no to van dwelling. I'm not saying yes. Maybe I didn't have a long enough experience to really give it a fair shake. I'd say that's true. I don't think that the weather helped, and the fact that I had no lights and couldn't stand up, and kind of a crappy heating situation. I wish it were a little bigger on the inside. In the north suburbs, in Skokie, in Northfield, in Niles, they do not allow you to park a cargo van on the street unless you are actively loading or unloading the vehicle. The exception of this is in Morton Grove, where you are allowed to park on the street, but you cannot park on the street between the hours of 12 a.m. and 6 a.m. In Chicago, the city proper, cargo vans are allowed to be parked on the street if you get a permit from your local alderman, if it's for personal use. So obviously I could not get that because I do not live in the city proper any longer. This is difficult because you are legally not allowed north of the city or within the city without a permit to park a cargo van on the street. So you either have to be at a shopping center or in some business or something, or else you are susceptible to getting a ticket. So this is a kind of a turnoff. I think that van dwelling in a big city like Chicago is like swimming upstream. It's countercultural. You're going against the grain. In a lot of the parks in Wilmette or Winnetka or anything over on the water in the north burbs of Chicago, they won't even allow you into those parks to park your car unless you have a permit on your car. Like at Gilson Beach, for example, you can't park right up along the water there unless you have a Wilmette Beach parking pass. That would be a sweet spot to hang out, but you can't do it because you don't have the permit, and you need to live in Wilmette to get the permit. Further, you have a cargo van, which they don't even like. So it's difficult, or it just seems like you are unwelcome to have that type of vehicle in the city proper or in the north burbs, with the exception of Morton Grove, like I said. And maybe it's because it's an eyesore. I can't disagree with you there. But that's just some information that I found out, and I called local police stations and asked for the ordinances and what the rules were. They wanted to know like my name and address and phone number and all this info. It was kind of off-putting. I just wanted a simple question answered, and